Good morning. This meeting of the Blair County Board of Commissioners will come to order. We'll begin with a moment of silent reflection, after which we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nicole, is anyone joining us remotely today?
There is an individual joining us remotely. If Helen Schmidt could say she's here, we can get on with the meeting.
I'm here.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you. Item 5 on your agenda is the schedule of upcoming meetings. Item 6, commissioners received, and I realized we had just gotten them yesterday, but did you both have time to review the minutes of the 4 meetings listed on the agenda?
I have.
Okay, is there a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. They are approved. We also had received, I believe, the week before, the public budget meeting minutes for the dates noted. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
Mr. Wicks, will make the motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. They are approved. We'll move on to item 8 and ask and open the meeting for any public comment at this time.
Our board meeting is today, today at 4:30 on Wednesday.
Well, I should know that since, thank you. It's 4:30 today, and that's at Fort Roberdeau. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. I also see Blair Health Choices meeting was also moved to tomorrow. That'll be at 3 p.m. Tomorrow at Blair Health Choices office. It's moved from last week. Okay, any other public comment? Commissioner comments, Commissioner Webster.
I don't have any comments.
Thank you. Commissioner Burke.
No, thank you.
Okay. Then we will move on to the consent agenda, and Nicole.
Thank you. Today's consent agenda is resolution number 569. It's the payment of 4 warrant lists as outlined in your agenda in item A. That does include invoices to Blair County Community Action Agency in the total amount of $19,825.64, and Thomas and Chandra Jandora in the amount of $1,500. It's the ratification of 5 warrant lists as outlined in item B. It's budget transfers in items C, D, E, and F. It's the payment of an ECMS submission number 10 in the total amount of $172,707.65. This is received from Francis J. Powell on the Bridge 70 replacement project. There's an item H, one request for a student intern, Drew Wellick, for the period of January 16th, 2024 through May 1st, 2024 for approximately 105 hours. The internship is for credit only and at no cost to the county. That is, he is coming from St. Francis University. There is 2 appointments to the Convention and Sports Facilities Authority. That is for Ron Beatty to fill the period from the period of December 13th, 2023 through November 12th, 2028. And for the appointment of Ted Beam to the authority, filling the expired term of Pat Miles for the period of December 13th, 2023 through November 12th, 2028. It's requesting an approval of the appointment of Tom Seasoltz to the authority, the Blair County Hospital Authority, filling the expired term of Charles Yingling for the period of December 13th, 2023 through December 31st, 2026. Its employments, a status change, terminations, resignations, and a retirement as outlined in items K, L, M, N, and O respectively.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Commissioner Webster, I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
I am an aye with an abstention to the payment to Thomas and Chandra Gindor.
And I'm an aye with an extension to the payment to the Blair County Community Action Agency. The consent agenda is approved with the extensions as noted. Begin under item 11 for staff reports and special business. And first with Blair Drug and Alcohol Program and Judy Rosser. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is a follow-up from the approval in the August meeting, or July or August, I'm not sure of the date on that side, where we had presented a proposal to use opioid settlement money to purchase evidence-based curriculum to support youth in our schools. This would be another tool in our toolbox that the schools can utilize, and the curriculum specifically we're addressing trauma, and then the other one was children who have substance using primary caregivers. Those are two different curriculums that we are looking and seeking to purchase. It would enable us to provide the training, which would be open to also not only staff at Blair DAP, but through the schools and also through our SAP liaisons also who are in the schools serving these children. It would add some additional evidence-based skill building material to help kids cope with the increased mental health that we are seeing, and we know that mental health is a risk factor for children who may initiate experimenting with drugs to address those symptoms. So we are trying to look at coping skills for those youth.
That certainly falls under the prevention guideline for that opioid settlement money. Any questions for Judy on this?
No questions. I just commend you on looking into this and getting us involved in this program. I mean, obviously, the youth are where we need to really get started in education and try to avoid the drug problems that
Absolutely.
we've seen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's the first day's
Thank,
business agenda.
thank you very
Judy.
much, and have a good Christmas. Have a
Thank
good New Year.
Item B, was done by Chief Deputy Coroner Ray Benton. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Requesting approval of a contract for laboratory services and agreement between the County of Blair and on behalf of the Coroner's Office and Steel Fusion Clinical Technology Laboratory. This is to conduct oral swab toxicologies. Presently, we're using needle and blood sampling. This would not be that method. This would be an oral swab. It will provide the same toxicology results as we're getting by blood. The turnaround time would be 48 hours versus 6 weeks. The cost is about a 40% savings, and the safety factor of not having the deputies handle blood and sharp objects is all a positive. I would ask the Commissioners to approve this contract to begin hopefully Thursday.
And that $385 is per incident per use.
That is correct.
Correct. So right now we're paying closer to 2,000.
No,
6 times.
no, I'm sorry. Sorry, if I used the number 40%, I'm sorry, I was incorrect. It's about $678 that we're paying now. So what's it?
Almost half.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for clarification.
Thank you for looking into this.
Sure.
It'd be great to not have to deal with the sticks.
Right.
And the timing difference, I'm sure makes up.
Oh, yeah.
It's just as important to everybody, so. We'll move back to Thursday's agenda. Thank you.
Thank you.
Health, parole, and probation. Let's see, Chief Moore here. This is, I believe, just the.
I don't know either way. This is they're formally called grant and aid. I believe they have a different term for it now. The Continuing County Adult Probation and Parole Grant Agreement. This is between the County of Blair and the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency in the total amount of $70,288. This would assist in covering salaries within the Adult Parole and Probation Office that would have otherwise been covered by the general fund. I don't have any other noteworthy notes in the agenda packet for you other than that.
I think this is a basis, and I believe that covers most of the cost of two probation control officers. Um, the salary at least.
It does appear it's the salary of two officers, yes.
Anyone has any questions, reach out to Chief Moore here prior to Thursday's meeting. And otherwise, we'll just move that on the agenda and move on to item D for juvenile probation and Chief Joe Cox. He is here.
Good morning. We're requesting the approval of the Pennsylvania Judges Court Judge Commission Juvenile Probation Service Grant Award in the amount of $146,839 for the period of July 1st, 2003 through June 30th, 2024.
So we received notification. This is for Commissioner approval and signatures. Any questions for Joe? Move that to Thursday's business agenda as well. Thank you, Joe. Victim witness and our coordinator, Allison Seidel. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning, everyone. We are requesting the approval of the PCCD VOCA Subgrant Award in the amount of $105,466, covering the period of October 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2024.
Questions?
Thank you.
We'll move that on as well. Thank you very much, Allison. And item F, District Attorney's Office and Chief Assistant District Attorney Nicole Smith. Good morning.
Good morning. The District Attorney's Office is seeking approval of an agreement between Blair County and Principal Diversified Business Group, which in this case would be for Principal Reporting Services. This is to allow the District Attorney's Office to pay for transcripts that are produced from pretrial motion litigation and trials when other court reporters are hired by the county to fill in for our court reporters.
Questions from the this? Thank you. We'll move that to Thursday's agenda as well.
Thank you.
Human Resources and coordinator, Ron Waters. Good morning.
Good morning. I am here requesting approval of a memorandum of understanding between the county and PCHIP to set aside $558,885 of our current reserves for the purpose of funding at 90% of our maximum premium rate for participation in the PCHIP funding model for costs of our self-insured medical plan for the upcoming year.
And this is an annual step that we have to take in order to maintain our membership in PCHIP, which has been, a godsend in many ways for the county, both in cost in terms of the benefits that our employees receive. Any questions for Brian on this? Very close to the same amount as we've seen, a little less than
$4,500 less than
so
this year. I don't know. Between the rate increase and all of that, but it's a projection.
The increase doesn't show here, but the amount, at least the setback does. So,
right.
So that works. Okay, we'll move that to Thursday's agenda, and then you have, I think Sandy. I'm sorry. Thank you, Brian. Our HR generalist, Sandy Palencia. Good morning, Sandy.
The County of Blair joined PCOMP Workers' Compensation Trust effective January 1st of this past year, and we received a 2023 PCOMP Safety Improvement Program grant in the amount of $35,000 to be used for safety improvements. The grant must be used by December 31st. As chairperson of the County Safety Committee, we worked with various departments to identify the greatest needs to best expend these available funds. I'm requesting authorization to submit the following 8 grant applications totaling $34,968.26. The purchase of 11 ballistic vests for the juvenile probation officers in the amount of $9,944. Purchase of 3 flammable safety cabinets for proper storage of flammable items in our maintenance department in the amount of $4,804.62. The purchase of 6 faucet-mounted eye wash stations totaling $570. The purchase of the installation of 29 toilet mounting brackets for all courthouse restrooms in the amount of $15,223.04. The purchase of 30 pairs of Vortex gloves for our Public Works Highway employees in the amount of $1,170. The purchase of 1,000 retractable ID badge reels to replace the lanterns in the amount of $537.60. Purchase of 2 industrial vacuum cleaners and 1 wet-dry shop vac in the amount of $2,320. And the purchase of 20 rolls of gaffer tape to secure cables to the floor in the amount of $399.
Any questions?
And those are items that we've been talking about in the safety committee for a while. Thank you for getting this.
Thank you. We'll move that on to Thursday's agenda, and again, pass along to the safety committee. We do appreciate their work on this. Thank you. Item 8, Treasurer's Office and Treasurer Jim Crothers.
I'm requesting approval for the payment of our annual invoice from ePaymentNow.com for the printing and mailing of the 2024 dog license renewal notices in the amount of $4,485.80.
Now, you do receive reimbursement, or at least partial reimbursement.
No, we receive 100% reimbursement, at least that's what they promise. It usually is a matter of once we submit proof of payment to the state, the turnaround time probably February, but we pay it now and get it back then.
Well, that's better than we see in most of our reimbursements. So,
Yes, this is through the Bureau of Dog Law.
Any questions for Treasurer Crothers?
I was going to ask if there was a way that we could start doing this by email notices, but if we're getting reimbursed from the state for the, because I was thinking maybe we could save on
The notices also serve as the application for the dog licenses, so, I mean, people bring them in, mail them in. It's a matter of convenience to the dog owners as well. But
That's great that we get reimbursed.
so far.
So,
Very good. We'll move that to Thursday's business.
Okay.
Thank you. And item I, from Public Works Highway and Paul Schaefer. Paul comes to us today with the dam report.
Yes. Once a year.
Once a year.
Requesting approval of the 2023 annual Lakemont Dam inspection report performed by Gwen Dobson and Foreman Engineers. Obviously, we do this every year. What they do is Gwen Dobson and engineers come out and take pictures and file a report. Commissioner Herb signs the report, and they put it together and send it back to us for our filing.
They, after the inspection report, they gave you, I think, 5 recommendations that they liked. They're very similar to the ones from the prior.
Yes.
Report. That's what I think. So. Okay, any questions for Paul?
Thank you.
As well. We've reached the end of any special reports, and we have no old business. Therefore, we're going to adjourn at this time and thank everyone for their participation in today's meeting.